What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Travis Hunter.
And Leanna.
And we back with another
video.
When you're dealing with Travis, you got to understand that he's the prize in the situation.
They were supposed to be the golden couple of the new NFL era. Just months ago, we watched Travis Hunter and Lyanna Lenee glide down the aisle like a fairy tale sprung to life. A Heisman-winning two-way football prodigy and his college sweetheart, sealing their whirlwind romance with vows, tears, and a custom BRABUS Mercedes-Benz as a wedding gift. He wore a white tailcoat tuxedo. She had not one but two custom gowns. The photos lit up timelines like fireworks. The caption on his post said it all. Just two kids living out everything they talked about at 18 and 19 years old. But if the fairy dust was still falling, no one told the universe, because barely weeks later, the glitter has given way to ash. And what's now emerging could detonate everything Travis thought he'd built.
It was a weird area, and I just
Behind the Instagram perfect wedding, cracks were forming. And now, according to multiple insiders close to the Jaguars locker room, Travis has been blindsided by whispers of betrayal so deep they've reportedly left the young star reeling. The woman he once called his closest to everything is now at the center of a storm involving cheating rumors, possible hidden cameras, and the most shocking detail of all, allegations that the man she may have been involved with was one of Travis's own teammates. Let that sink in. Not a distant fling, not an old flame, but someone who stood beside him on the same field, the same huddle, the same locker room. Now, we've heard a lot over the years. The NFL isn't short on infidelity scandals or messy splits. But this one cuts differently, because unlike most players who've been through the social media grinder, Travis is brand new to the league. This was supposed to be his moment. No, 2 overall pick, breakout rookie season ahead. Whispers he might even go both ways as wide receiver and corner. Yet instead of focusing on playbooks and training camp drills, he's reportedly trying to make sense of messages, timestamps, and maybe even footage from a hidden camera system he'd quietly installed in their shared home. One source who claims to have ties to Travis's inner circle says he found out by accident, and what he saw changed everything. Whether this alleged footage exists or not, the fact that people believe it might be out there tells us how badly trust has already eroded.
Never post when y'all have problems.
Okay.
And be honest, always,
Okay.
always be honest.
I feel it. You got the ring on right now?
No, I don't.
Then comes the financial bombshell. Because get this, there was no prenup. Zero. Nothing standing between Lyanna and a future fortune if things go south. A source close to the couple's wedding plans claims that Lyanna insisted they didn't need one, pointing to their years together and their supposed spiritual bond. And Travis, young, in love, and likely riding the emotional high of that draft and wedding double win, apparently agreed. But now, with divorce lawyers rumored to be circling and fans already dissecting every interaction like amateur body language experts, that decision might go down as the costliest fumble of his career. And fans are not holding back. Ever since that infamous Heisman night when Deion Sanders had to gesture to Lyanna to stand up as Travis's name was called, the internet's been in full detective mode. Every blink, every glance, every side-eye or tight-lipped smile from her has been turned into TikTok commentary. Then came the old resurfaced footage. Videos allegedly showing Lyanna dancing too closely with another man at a party, possibly years ago, possibly not. Some clips appear to show her in a music video, grinding on an artist with whom she supposedly had history. The timelines don't match up cleanly, and Lyanna herself has gone on record denying she ever cheated. But as we know, in the court of public opinion, denial is just gasoline on the fire.
Of course, we're going to discuss it because he is a celebrity. This is part of the news. People are going to talk about it, whether you want them to talk about it or not. You have to learn that you don't have to address everything.
It's not just the visuals stirring suspicion. Internet sleuths have uncovered what they say is a pattern in Lyanna's dating history. Past relationships with other high-profile athletes, most notably a D1 soccer player and a former SoundCloud rapper with minor fame. Add in the fact that she openly admitted Travis wasn't her type when they first met. And the narrative that's taken over social media is brutal. Was this love or a long con with an NFL payday as the endgame?
Not seeing him as a prize. She's seeing him as just a regular. And the best way to lose a king is to try to treat a king like a regular.
And then there's the gold digger talk. It's gotten so loud that even former players and public figures have weighed in. Des Bryant, of all people, publicly suggested Travis should have ended things before the wedding. Meanwhile, Charleston White went full chaos mode, telling young men that make the best housewives and urging Travis to marry her without a prenup. That sparked another tidal wave of backlash as fans accused White of trying to tank Travis's future on purpose. But here's the thing, amid all the noise, Travis has kept mostly quiet. Or at least, he had. until he finally cracked during a Twitch stream, venting that the hate was draining and saying they want me to be unhappy. Even his best friend, streamer Kai Cenat, didn't come to Lyanna's defense, instead offering a non-committal shrug that left fans reading between the lines. They just gotta figure that out, he said. That's their business. Translation, the circle staying silent? That silence speaks volumes. Still, the couple tried to push through. After wiping their socials clean, they re-emerged at the Sports Illustrated Awards looking polished, poised, and according to the photos, unbothered. Travis thanked her in his speech. She beamed from the audience in a red dress. But was it real or damage control? That red carpet appearance was meant to squash the rumors. Instead, it fueled new ones. Body language experts claimed her gaze looked too staged. Lip readers even tried to decode what they whispered to each other between flashes. And the questions didn't stop there.
Yeah.
You know, that's they gotta just figure that out. That's their business, you feel me? And yeah, it is hard.
Yeah.
I know. It'd be tough.
What made you decide?
A growing number of online sleuths believe Travis's decision to delete his Instagram wasn't just about the haters. It may have come after an internal discovery about Lyanna's digital past. Private DMS dating app screenshots, even rumors of secret side accounts have all surfaced with no verification, but with plenty of speculation. One alleged exchange, dated suspiciously close to their engagement announcement, has fans convinced this wasn't a sudden betrayal. It was brewing for months. If that's true, then what does it say about the wedding itself? Did Travis marry someone already halfway out the door? Or worse, someone playing the long game, angling for luxury, clout, and a share of his first NFL contract? We're not saying Lyanna planned it, but here's what's undeniable. She's smart, she's educated, and she moves fast. Graduated college in 2 years, mastered the influencer game before she even had a ring, managed to hold the spotlight both at Hunter's side and on her own. And when critics pushed her too hard, she pivoted to faith, posting tearful TikToks about giving her life to God and letting go of worldly approval. A touching message or a well-timed brand rehab?
It was like, it was a weird area, and I just
And still, through all of this, Travis has stayed loyal. On stream, he said, "I know my girl. My girl's been with me for 5 years." He's reminded fans that they don't see the full picture, that moments captured on camera don't reflect real life, that his love isn't performative, it's lived. But let's be honest, even if that's true, the damage may already be done. Every time a new clip surfaces, every time a new rumor drops, Travis isn't just battling for his relationship, he's battling to protect his sanity, his reputation, and the financial future that's just within reach.
maybe like 3-4 months in, we were like, okay, like we're falling in deep in love with each other. We fought, like we went through a phase where we fought like every single day for like.
Because here's the twist that keeps this story spinning. His NFL career hasn't even officially started yet. Training camp is underway, the Jaguars are banking on him as a dual threat phenom, and the front office, they're watching this unfold too. One slip, one distraction, one bad headline too many, and the spotlight could turn cold fast. Endorsements, team chemistry, locker room trust, all of it rides on perception. And right now, that perception is hanging by a thread. So we have to ask, did Travis fall in love or fall into a trap? Is Leanna Lenee the loyal ride-or-live he believes she is, or the most dangerous opponent he's ever faced, hiding in plain sight? And if everything he's built was based on trust, what happens when that trust evaporates?
How do you maintain such a healthy relationship?
Don't let social media be in your relationship.
Okay.
And now, the cracks are showing in real time. Travis, usually electric, charismatic, the guy who used to light up practice fields and press rooms, has started to look different. Not just tired, haunted. Reporters on the Jaguars beat have quietly noted a shift in demeanor. One insider told us that during a team walkthrough last week, Travis was going through the motions, not his usual self, like the fires dimmed. Another claimed he missed a scheduled media appearance with no clear explanation, just silence. And when he did show up for a brief public signing event in Jacksonville, fans immediately noticed the glazed-over stare, the polite smile that didn't reach his eyes. The rookie who once couldn't stop posting TikToks with his fiancée now won't even look directly into a camera, whatever's going on behind closed doors. It's bleeding into the frame. And it's not just performance anxiety. The emotional weight of defending a relationship under siege, while also preparing to be the face of a franchise, is starting to crush him. Teammates have reportedly grown concerned. Whispers from the locker room suggest Travis has been quiet, withdrawn, sometimes pacing alone before practice. We've even heard he's been asking coaching staff about bringing a private therapist into camp. Not for his body, for his mind. If that's true, it's a bold move. But it also confirms what many have feared. This scandal isn't just drama, it's psychological warfare. And Travis may be losing the battle.
I actually hate this entire situation because it didn't need to get to this point if people just kept things private.
Meanwhile, the spotlight on Lyanna is only growing more intense. Her online activity remains minimal since the social media blackout, but the questions haven't stopped. Where is she getting her money? How is someone barely out of undergrad pulling up to luxury events in designer gowns, flashing handbags that retail for 5 figures, and posting travel content that looks like it was ripped from a high-budget influencer campaign? We've seen the Mercedes G-Wagon gift and the Tesla birthday surprise from Travis Sure, but the math doesn't add up. Some fans are wondering if there's another income stream, maybe sponsors we don't know about, maybe something less official. A former college acquaintance of Lyanna's who asked to stay anonymous claims she always had connections and knew how to get into VIP rooms long before she ever met Travis. Another said she used to hang around older athletes and always knew what she was doing.
Everything's just not gonna be perfect.
In a perfect world, it is.
This ain't no perfect world.
And then there's the quiet war happening off the field. Lyanna's rumored blacklisting by NFL wives. According to an entertainment reporter who covers WAG's culture, several players' partners have already distanced themselves from her. One insider said she was notably not invited to a recent wives-only gathering in Tampa, even though several Jaguars partners were present. Another source hinted that Lyanna rubbed people the wrong way at a preseason gala, describing her as a little too focused on the photographers, not enough on the community work. Whether or not that's true, the optics are damaging. The NFL isn't just about touchdowns, it's a machine of image, charity, and controlled narrative. If Lyanna's falling out of favor with the league's unofficial power players, that creates real problems. Social isolation, media blowback, and worst of all, distraction.
You guys definitely should look into counseling. Definitely look into that very fast because that's going to help you guys.
What we also can't ignore is the renewed interest in Lyannas Past. The clips have resurfaced from years ago, moments fans claim were overlooked. A music video appearance here, a flirty live stream there. None of it criminal, but all of it feeds into the narrative that maybe, just maybe, Lyanna's been shaping her persona for this level of fame for longer than anyone realized. A few sharp-eyed followers even pointed out that her former Instagram bio, long since scrubbed, included a quote that read, "soft life or nothing," that might not raise eyebrows on its own, but in context, surrounded by scandal, gold digger accusations, and the looming possibility of divorce without a prenup, it suddenly hits very different. And speaking of finances, there's now speculation that Travis has quietly moved to restrict access to some of his accounts. Nothing official, no filings yet, but one source with ties to the couple's inner circle suggested that a financial advisor connected to Hunter was brought in after some stuff came to light. If that's true, it suggests a much deeper unraveling behind the scenes than we've been allowed to see. No press release, no separation announcement, but private moves that hint at a quiet, calculated withdrawal.
As a good friend of yours, his relationship is public, and people are beating him up about it. Travis.
Oh, yeah, I have been seeing that.
At the same time, fans have started playing amateur detectives, digging through every past video, every red carpet pose, every wedding clip frame by frame. One viral theory claims Lyanna didn't cry during their vows. Another points to her allegedly not wearing her ring during certain public appearances. And yet, in every video, she has addressed the criticism. Lyanna insists on her loyalty. "He is perfect in my eyes," she said in a now-deleted TikTok. But perfection can't erase public perception, and perception is turning against her fast. What's more chilling is the thought that this might not be the end of it. Not even close. Because with Travis now a rookie in the NFL, everything he does will be magnified. Every misstep, every look of sadness during warm-ups, every glance toward the stands will be interpreted. People are already tracking who he follows or unfollows online. Every public appearance without Lyanna is dissected. Every moment she does show up is scrutinized for sincerity. It's no longer a marriage, it's a live-streamed chess game, and the whole world thinks they're the grandmaster. And here's the bigger question looming over it all. What happens if more receipts surface? If someone leaks messages or photos or a second alleged affair? The rumors of a secret phone, the whispers that Lyanna may have had dealings with promoters or influencers who specialize in pay-for-access club culture. None of it's been confirmed, but it's out there. And in the court of public curiosity, rumor spreads faster than fact.
So we're actually going to discuss this whole Travis Hunter situation. Originally, I was like, we're going to talk about the couple. We'll get to that because this is bothering me a little bit, y'all. So it's time.
We're watching a young man who could have been a generational NFL talent step into a new season, carrying a burden few rookies have ever faced. Not an injury, not a bad contract, but a relationship that's become a lightning rod. One that's dividing his fan base, draining his mental stamina, and threatening to put a ceiling on a career that hasn't even fully launched. Deion Sanders once said of Travis, he loves the game of football, but how do you stay in love with the game when your personal life is exploding on every screen?
Why? Because you find people soft spot and you squeeze. That's the cruel world we're living in.
So now we're left with the hardest question yet. can he survive this? Can Travis Hunter rise from this wreckage and take control of his narrative? Or is this the first act in a slow implosion that ends in regret? Because make no mistake, if he goes through with this marriage without a prenup and without resolving the chaos surrounding Lyanna's past, he's not just risking a heartbreak, he's risking a fortune, a legacy, a career. But what do you think? Is Travis Hunter making the biggest mistake of his life? Or is this just a rocky beginning to a love story that'll stand the test of time? Should he walk away now before it's too late? Or double down and defend his wife against the world? Drop your take in the comments, this one's gonna get loud. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and remember, fame may build you up, but love, scandal, and secrets, that's what really writes the story.